Hello YouTubers, how are you today? Hope you enjoy my YouTube videos and I would like to share more interesting ones in the next days. Please don't forget to support my channel by clicking the subscribe button, the bell icon, and s'il vous plaît share, like and put your comments. In this movie I have put together 15 quick tips and tricks for Windows 10, designed to give you some new skills, inspire new ways of working, or remind you of features that you forgot about when working with Windows. You will see tips for customizing the Windows taskbar, some tricks for making things more readable, lots of options for managing files, quickly switching between user accounts, managing bundled applications, and more. This course was made using Windows 10 with the feature update in May 2019. But almost everything you'll see in this course will work with the other versions of Windows 10 as well. So, even if you have only a minute or two, you can still pick up some valuable skills for working with Windows. So, let's get started. It's easy to take a picture of your screen in Windows. Use the keyboard combination Windows key plus Shift plus S. A bar appears at the top of the screen, offering 4 options to take a picture. Choose Full Screen Snip to take a picture of the entire screen. A small preview appears at the bottom of the screen. The picture has been copied to the clipboard. You can paste it into a document or click the preview to see the picture. Use the tools at the top of the window to modify the picture. You can crop the picture or use the markup tools. Draw or write on the picture. When you are finished, you can save it as a file or copy your modified picture to the clipboard. Then you can go into a document and paste it. Use the keyboard shortcut Windows key plus Shift plus S again. You can also choose to take a picture of one single window, make a freeform selection or a rectangular selection. Choose the options you want, then select the area that you want to capture. As before, you can click the preview if you want to add markup. Set up dark mode, light mode, or a custom configuration. Go to Settings, to the Personalization category, then to Colors. The option to choose your default Windows mode changes interface elements and menus in Windows, including the taskbar and the Start menu. The option to choose your default app mode changes application windows. Not all applications will change when you set this mode, but most of them will. The menu labeled Choose Your Color allows you to set the Windows mode and the app mode together at the same time. Choose Light to set both to the light mode. Choose Dark to set both to the dark mode. And the custom option lets you set your Windows mode and your app mode separately. Snap Assist helps you position windows precisely on your screen. Drag a window all the way to the left or right edge of the screen. If you have any other windows open, you can choose which one you want to fill the other half. You can drag the dividing line to change the split ratio. Drag a window to the middle of the screen to switch back to the regular window size. Drag a window to a corner to make it fill 1/4 of the screen. or drag a window to the top edge of the screen to maximize that window. And you can drag it back to the middle of the screen to switch back to the regular window size. You can also position windows with the keyboard command. Hold the Windows key and press one of the arrow keys on the keyboard to position the active window. If your screen is cluttered by too many windows, use Multiple Workspaces to get organized. Click the task view in the taskbar. You will see all of the windows that you currently have open. Click New Desktop to create a new workspace. Then drag some windows to that second desktop. Click New Desktop again to create another workspace. Point at the desktop to see all of the windows in that workspace. Then drag each window to the desktop you want it on. When you are ready, click the desktop that you want to see. You can focus only on the application windows in that workspace. To switch to a different workspace, open Task View again, then click on the desktop that you want to see. To close a workspace, go back to Task View, point at a desktop, then click the X button. The windows that were in that desktop will just move over to the next closest desktop. You can use the magnifier option to zoom in a part of your screen. Use the keyboard combination Windows key and the plus key to turn the magnifier on. Then you can use these on-screen controls to zoom in closer or zoom back out, or use the keyboard commands. The Windows key with the plus key will zoom in closer, and the Windows key with the minus key will zoom out. The zoomed in area will follow your mouse as you move it around the screen. To return to normal, use the keyboard combination Windows key and Escape. Use Focus Assist to temporarily disable notifications and alerts. Open the Action Center and click Expand to show all of the options. Find the tile for Focus Assist. Click to toggle between Off, Priority Only and Alarms Only. To understand how Priority Only and Alarms Only work, you will need to go into Settings for Focus Assist. Right-click on the Focus Assist tile and choose Go to Settings. Alarms Only hides all notifications except for alarms that you set in the Alarms and Clock application. This is the most comprehensive and blocks almost all notifications. Priority Only lets you manage a list of notifications that you will allow. Click the option to customize your priority list and set which notifications you want to allow. Click the Back button in the top left to go back. You can also set times and options for when Focus Assist will turn on automatically. In Windows 10, you can copy and paste multiple items without clearing the clipboard. Go to Settings, to the System category, then to Clipboard. Turn on Clipboard History. Select something that you want to copy. Use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+C to copy it. Go to your destination document and use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+V to paste it. This is how copy and paste normally works. Copy as many things as you want. Go to your destination document and use the keyboard shortcut Windows key plus V. This shows the recent history of things you have copied to the clipboard. Select the item you want to paste. Use the shortcut Windows key plus V again. To remove something from clipboard history, click the More button on that item. The button with 3 dots on it. Choose Delete to remove that item or choose Clear All to remove everything. You can use Print to PDF to save any printable page as PDF file. With the document, web page or any other printable page open, choose the Print command. In the Printer menu, instead of choosing an actual printer, choose Microsoft Print to PDF. Then click Print. Give the file a name and choose the location where you want to save it. Then click Save. The PDF will look exactly the same as the printed page would look. This lets you keep these pages in your files while saving paper. You can view or print the PDF later, or you can send the file to somebody. You can change the size of text in the Windows interface to make it easier to read. Go to Settings, to the System category, to Display. Changing your display resolution affects the sharpness and quality of your screen, but can make the interface smaller. The scale percentage can help you adjust this, but it changes the size of all interface elements at the same time. If you need to change the size of text without changing anything else, neither of these give you the control that you need. Instead, go to Settings, to the Ease of Access category, then to Display here. Adjust the slider to make text bigger, then click Apply. Text in the Windows interface is now bigger without affecting the size of buttons, menus, or other interface elements. The taskbar is the row at the bottom of the screen where you find the Start button and usually several application shortcuts. You can resize or move the taskbar if you don't want it at the bottom of the screen. Right-click on the taskbar and choose Taskbar Settings. If you turn on the option to use small taskbar buttons, the taskbar will be much smaller. You can turn this option off to go back to normal. Scroll down a bit. In the menu labeled Combine Taskbar Buttons, you can switch to Never. Now, when an application is running, it will have a label in the taskbar. Finally, to move the taskbar, go to the menu labeled Taskbar Location on screen and choose a different position. You can move the taskbar to any of the four edges of the screen. If you don't want to see the taskbar at the bottom of your screen, you can hide it. Right-click on the taskbar and choose Taskbar Settings. Turn on the option to automatically hide the taskbar in desktop mode. Move your mouse cursor to the bottom of your screen to make the taskbar appear. This is very helpful if you open a window and maximize it. The taskbar is not taking up space and you can see more of the application you are using. You can free up space on the taskbar by removing Windows Search, the Cortana button, or the Task View button. There is a big white search field in the taskbar, which will open up Windows Search. The button with the circle on it will open up Cortana, and the button next to that is for Task View. Be aware, if you are using Windows 10 before the May 2019 feature update, Cortana and Windows Search are both contained together in the white search field. Right-click on the taskbar to remove the Cortana button and check Show Cortana button. To remove the Task View button and check Show Task View button. Those buttons are no longer in the taskbar. Right-click the taskbar again and go Search. Choose Show Search icon. That shrinks the search field to a smaller button. To completely remove the search option, right-click the taskbar again, go to Search and choose Hidden. You can put these back later if you want. But with Task View, Cortana and Windows Search field hidden, you have much more space to work within the taskbar. You can remove items from the bottom right corner of the screen. This is a part of taskbar known as the system tray. Right-click anywhere on the taskbar and choose taskbar settings. Scroll down and choose select which items appear on the taskbar. From here, you can turn off any icons that you don't want in the taskbar. Notice how those items are no longer in the system tray. You may notice that not everything from the taskbar is on this list. For example, we cannot disable the date and time from here. Click the back button in the top left corner, scroll down again and choose Turn System Icons on or off. From here you can turn off the clock option to disable the date and item in the system tray. There are also some features that you might want to add to the taskbar. You can enable the touch keyboard to add that to the system tray. The touch keyboard is meant to be used with touch screens, but it can be used with a mouse as well. Customize your taskbar to contain only the icons and controls that you want. A zip file is a single file that contains several other files compressed together. Zip files can be downloaded from the web and they are useful to send several files as an email attachment. If you have file extensions visible, you can identify a zip file by the extension .zip. If you have a zip file that you want to open, just double-click on it. The zip file will open. It looks like you have opened a folder, and you will see the files contained in the zip. But be careful, it's best that you do not open files directly in the zip. Instead, it's better to copy those files to a different location first. Select the files that you want, copy and paste them, or drag them to the folder where you want to copy them. Then you can go to the destination folder and work with those files directly. If you want to create a zip file containing several files or folders, first, select the files that you want, then go to the Share ribbon and select Zip. Give this some time to process. Then you will have a zip file containing the files that you selected. It's a good idea to give that new zip file a name. In the Maps application that comes bundled with Windows, you can use drawing tools to measure distances and get directions. Find the location you are interested in on the map. Click the Ink button to open the Ink toolbar and choose the Measure Distance option. Then draw a line from one location to another. This will show the direct distance between the 2 points. You can also draw along a path to get a more accurate measurement for your preferred route. To clear your lines, click the Eraser button, open the menu, and choose Erase All Ink. To get driven directions generated by the application, choose the Directions option. Then draw another straight line from the start point to the end point. The application will show driven directions and the total distance. Click one of the options for directions to see the steps. You can choose between driven directions, transit directions, and walk-in directions.